Are you ready to transform your speaking skills? Let's start by talking about a big secret. Did you know that 75% of people suffer from speech anxiety? That's a lot of nervous speakers out there. But here's a surprising fact: only 8% of communication is about the actual words you say. The rest is all about how you say it, including your voice modulation. Voice modulation is a game changer. It's the key to capturing and keeping your audience's attention. Without it, even the most exciting topics can fall flat. Studies show that speakers with good voice modulation are 40% more persuasive. Imagine the difference that could make in your speeches or presentations. In this video, we'll uncover the top 6 mistakes in voice modulation that even seasoned speakers make. Are you guilty of the monotone trap? Maybe you rush through your words or mumble without realizing it. Don't worry, we've got you covered. Each chapter is packed with practical tips and unique strategies to help you overcome these common pitfalls. You'll learn how to infuse life into your voice, master the art of pausing, and find your perfect vocal volume. We'll also show you how to convey emotion authentically, enunciate with precision, and add dynamic pitch to your speech. By the end of this video, you'll have the tools you need to become a more engaging and effective speaker. So, let's dive in and start transforming the way you communicate. Stay tuned for some surprising insights and practical tips that will take your speaking skills to the next level. Chapter 1: The Monotone Trap. Infuse life into your voice. Do you often find yourself speaking in a monotone voice? You're not alone. Many speakers fall into this trap. It's a common issue that can make your audience zone out. Studies show that people lose interest quickly when a speaker's voice lacks variation. In fact, according to research by the University of California, monotone voices can decrease listener retention by up to 25%. So, how can you avoid the monotone trap? Let's dive into some strategies. First, practice varying your pitch. Think of your voice like a musical instrument. It has highs and lows. Use this range to emphasize key points. For instance, raise your pitch slightly when you're excited about something. Lower it when you want to convey seriousness. Second, try the roller coaster exercise. This involves reading a passage while deliberately varying your pitch. Start high, then go low, and keep alternating. This helps you get comfortable with using different tones. Another great tip is to record yourself. Listen to the playback. Does your voice sound flat? Identify where you can add more variation. This self-assessment can be eye-opening. Also, remember to breathe. Proper breathing supports voice modulation. Take deep breaths from your diaphragm. This gives you better control over your voice. It also helps to project your voice more powerfully. Here's an interesting fact: famous speakers like Martin Luther King Jr. and Winston Churchill were known for their dynamic vocal ranges. They mastered the art of pitch variation to keep their audiences engaged. Lastly, don't forget to practice regularly. Consistency is key. The more you practice, the more natural it will feel. Incorporate these exercises into your daily routine. In summary, avoiding a monotone voice requires conscious effort. Vary your pitch, record and listen to yourself, and practice regularly. By doing so, you'll keep your audience engaged and convey your message more effectively. Chapter 2: Speed Demon Syndrome. Master the art of pausing. Do you speak too quickly? It's a common mistake. Speaking fast can make it hard for your audience to follow. They might miss important points. According to the National Center for Voice and Speech, the average speaking rate is about 150 words per minute. Going much faster can overwhelm your listeners. So, how do you slow down? The key is to master the art of pausing. Pauses can be powerful. They give your audience time to absorb your message. First, practice intentional pauses. After making a key point, pause for a moment. This lets your words sink in. It also gives you a chance to breathe and collect your thoughts. One helpful technique is to mark your script. Place slashes or lines where you want to pause. This visual cue reminds you to slow down. Another strategy is to use the one breath rule. Speak a sentence in one breath. Then, take a brief pause before continuing. This naturally slows your pace and improves clarity. Consider this: a study by the University of Michigan found that speakers who used pauses effectively were perceived as more credible and confident. This simple technique can significantly impact how your audience views you. Additionally, practice speaking with a metronome. Set it to 60 beats per minute. Try to align your speech with the beats. This can help you maintain a steady, manageable pace. Remember, it's not just about slowing down. It's about timing. Strategic pauses can add emphasis and drama to your speech. They make your delivery more engaging. Also, listen to great speakers. Notice how they use pauses. For example, Barack Obama is known for his deliberate pacing. He often pauses to let his words resonate. Finally, don't rush. It's okay to take your time. Your audience will appreciate it. Speaking too quickly can make you seem nervous or unprepared. Slowing down shows confidence and control. To wrap up, overcoming the speed demon syndrome involves practicing pauses, marking your script, and speaking at a measured pace. Use these strategies to enhance your speaking skills and keep your audience engaged. Chapter 3: The Volume Rollercoaster. Find your vocal sweet spot. Struggling with your volume? It's a common issue. Speaking too softly can make you seem unsure. Speaking too loudly can overwhelm your audience. Research from the University of San Diego shows that volume control is crucial for effective communication. Too loud or too soft, and you risk losing your audience's attention. Let's talk about how to find your vocal sweet spot. Start by practicing volume control exercises. Try speaking at different volumes in front of a mirror. Observe how each volume level feels and sounds. This helps you understand your natural range. Another tip is to use a sound meter app. These apps measure your volume in decibels. Aim for a range that's comfortable yet audible. Typically, a speaking volume between 60–70 decibels is ideal for most settings. Here's an interesting fact: Oprah Winfrey is known for her impeccable volume control. She adjusts her volume to suit the setting and message, making her a captivating speaker. Next, be mindful of your environment. In a large room, you'll need to project more. In a small room, a softer volume works better. Adapt your volume to the space you're in. Remember, practice makes perfect. Read aloud daily, varying your volume. Focus on maintaining a steady, moderate volume throughout. Additionally, get feedback from others. Ask friends or family to listen and give you feedback on your volume. They can provide valuable insights you might not notice yourself. Another strategy is to use diaphragmatic breathing. This technique helps you control your breath and, consequently, your volume. Take deep breaths from your diaphragm, not your chest. A fascinating study from the Journal of Voice found that speakers who used diaphragmatic breathing had better volume control and vocal stamina. Incorporate this into your routine for better results. In summary, finding your vocal sweet spot involves practicing volume control exercises, using tools like sound meter apps, and adapting to your environment. With consistent practice and feedback, you'll master your volume and engage your audience effectively. Chapter 4: Emotionless Delivery. Convey passion and authenticity. Do you sound emotionless when you speak? This is a common pitfall. Emotionless delivery can make your speech dull and unengaging. According to research by Stanford University, emotional expression in speech can increase audience engagement by 20%. So, how can you convey passion and authenticity? Start by connecting with your material. Choose topics you care about. Your genuine interest will naturally come through in your voice. Practice using emotional cues. Try to match your tone with the emotions you want to convey. For example, use a warm tone for positive messages and a firmer tone for serious points. Here's a unique quote from the book, Talk Like TED: "Emotional contagion is a powerful tool." When you're excited, your audience catches that excitement. This highlights the importance of expressing genuine emotion. Another strategy is to use storytelling. Stories are a great way to infuse emotion into your speech. Share personal anecdotes or relatable scenarios. This makes your message more compelling. A study by the University of Melbourne found that speakers who used stories were 22% more likely to keep their audience engaged. So, weave stories into your speech for better impact. Additionally, practice in front of a mirror. Observe your facial expressions and gestures. Make sure they align with your message. This helps convey emotion more effectively. Get feedback from others. Ask them how your delivery feels. Are you coming across as passionate and authentic? Use their feedback to improve. Another tip is to watch great speakers. Notice how they use emotion in their delivery. For example, watch speeches by Steve Jobs. He was a master at conveying passion and authenticity. Finally, practice vocal exercises. Warm up your voice with exercises like humming and lip trills. These help you express a wider range of emotions. To sum up, avoiding emotionless delivery involves connecting with your material, using emotional cues, and incorporating storytelling. Practice regularly and seek feedback to convey passion and authenticity in your speeches. Chapter 5: The Mumblers Muddle. Enunciate with precision. Do people often ask you to repeat yourself? You might be mumbling. Mumbling can make it hard for your audience to understand you. Clear enunciation is key. According to a study by the University of Kansas, clear speech improves listener comprehension by up to 34%. So, how can you improve your enunciation? Start with tongue twisters. They are a fun way to practice clarity. Try saying, "She sells seashells by the seashore." Repeat it several times, gradually increasing your speed. This helps you articulate each sound more clearly. Another great exercise is to exaggerate your mouth movements. Speak slowly and overemphasize each word. This might feel silly, but it trains your muscles to pronounce words more clearly. Here's an interesting fact. Morgan Freeman, known for his clear, resonant voice, practices enunciation exercises daily. His clarity has made him one of the most recognized voices in the world. Additionally, practice reading aloud. Choose a passage from a book or an article. Read it slowly, focusing on each word. This improves your clarity and boosts your confidence. Record yourself speaking. Listen to the playback. Are you clear? Identify words or sounds you struggle with and practice them. Another tip is to speak with a pencil in your mouth. Place a pencil horizontally between your teeth and read aloud. This forces you to exaggerate your movements and enunciate better. Remember to breathe properly. Good breathing supports clear speech. Take deep breaths and use your diaphragm. This gives you better control over your voice. Get feedback from others. Ask friends or family if they can understand you clearly. Their input is invaluable. An interesting quote from The Art of Public Speaking by Dale Carnegie is, "Your voice is a direct reflection of your thoughts and emotions." Clear enunciation helps convey your message effectively. In summary, to avoid mumbling, practice tongue twisters, exaggerate mouth movements, and read aloud regularly. Use these strategies to improve your enunciation and ensure your audience understands you. Chapter 6, Flat Intonation: The Power of Dynamic Pitch. Do you speak in a flat, unvaried pitch? This can make your speech boring. Dynamic pitch is crucial for keeping your audience engaged. A study by the University of Southern California found that speakers with varied pitch were rated as more engaging and persuasive. How can you add more dynamic pitch to your speech? Start by practicing pitch exercises. One simple exercise is the pitch glide. Start at your lowest pitch and glide to your highest. This helps you become comfortable with your vocal range. Another effective technique is to use contrast phrases. Practice saying phrases with different emotions. For example, say, "I can't believe it," with excitement, then with disappointment. This trains you to use pitch to convey emotions. Here's a fascinating fact. Barack Obama, known for his engaging speeches, uses a wide range of pitch to emphasize key points. His dynamic delivery captivates audiences worldwide. Also, try the sirening exercise. This involves making a siren sound like a police car. Start low and go high, then back down. This helps you explore and control your pitch. Recording yourself is another useful strategy. Listen to your pitch variation. Identify areas where you sound flat and practice adding more variation. Get feedback from others. Ask them if your pitch sounds engaging. Their insights can help you improve. An interesting quote from the book, Voice and the Actor, by Cicely Berry is, "Your voice can paint images in the minds of your audience." A dynamic pitch makes your speech more vivid and memorable. Additionally, practice emphasizing key words. Choose a sentence and say it multiple times, emphasizing a different word each time. This adds variety to your pitch. Watch great speakers. Notice how they use pitch. For example, listen to speeches by Martin Luther King Jr. He masterfully used pitch to convey passion and urgency. In conclusion, avoiding flat intonation involves practicing pitch exercises, using contrast phrases, and emphasizing key words. With these strategies, you'll create a dynamic and engaging speech that holds your audience's attention.